last week we made this apple dip from scratch, and this week I'm going to use this leftover dip from last week with some extra ingredients to make another variation on an apple dip. This one's going to involve cream cheese. I have made a layered apple dip with cream cheese once before, and I've seen different recipes for different variations on that. But today I'm not working from a recipe, I'm just going to kind of make it up. So we're also going to be using some Heath bits. These are basically like toffee bits. And we're also going to be using some crushed pecans. A lot of the recipes that use apple dip, caramel apple dip, and cream cheese call for crushed peanuts on top, but I thought it would be better with the pecans. And then I think I'm also going to experiment with some different fall spices, allspice and ginger. I think I'm going to mix those in either with the cream cheese itself or with our apple dip from last week. And also some cinnamon, if I can find my cinnamon. Alright, we got our cinnamon. So we're going to be layering this in a pan like this. And I'm going to start off by doing the cream cheese directly in the pan in the microwave for a little bit so that I can spread it. I'm doing this because I don't want to waste any. Alright, let's put this in the microwave for maybe 30 seconds. Okay, that was a little less than 30 seconds, but it started popping, so I wanted to check it. Alright, it's starting to get a little bit, you can see, it's not cold anymore, and you can spread it with the spatula. So I'm going to spread it out. Actually, you know what, let's do our spices. Alright, let's see, some cinnamon. Sorry about the glare today. The sun's shining just the right way. There we go. Alright, let's do, ginger's pretty strong, so we're not going to do as much ginger as we did of the cinnamon. Just a little bit. Okay, and now some allspice. Alright, so now we're going to mix that in. Looks pretty. Alright, now I'm going to try and make it even. Alright, unfortunately we got a bit of schmutz on that side of the pan. It doesn't look that great. I don't know. Try and get rid of that a little bit. There. Alright, because when I layer in the other ingredients, I want them to show really prettily along the edge like this, and I don't want any extra gunk in the way to keep that from showing. Alright. Now our apple dip, it's been in the refrigerator, obviously, all this time. So we're going to heat that up in the microwave too. I'm going to start with 30 seconds and see how it goes. Still hard as a rock. Okay, we're going to do 1 minute. Alright, now while we're waiting for that, what would be better? Would it be better to have the cream cheese, then the pecans, bits, and then the apple dip, the caramel dip on top? Or maybe we should have the cream cheese, then the caramel dip, then the crunchy bits on top? Or we could do both. We could put the pecans and the Heath bits here, then a layer of the caramel dip, and then more nuts and toffee bits on top. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so that 1 minute was more than enough. see it's bubbling away there. Okay, let's give it a quick stir. But this isn't all bad, because remember when we watched last week's video, when we first made it, it was bubbling like this in the pan when we were first mixing it up. So it's been through that much bubbling before and survived. Alright. And it quickly simmers down once we stir it. Alright. Ooh, that's a little hot. So we're gonna let that cool, and let's start layering our other ingredients here. Alright, so let's do our pecan bits. I'm thinking another cool thing to try would be to try making this with pine nuts. That could be interesting. If you don't know what pine nuts are, they're literally, it's like the seed of a pine cone, but it's a specific kind of pine cone. I think it grows in Italy. But anyways, you can buy pine nuts in the same aisle as these other pecans and walnuts and things like that, the baking aisle. Alright, there, that's plenty. Now let's do our Heath bits. Sorry about that sun again. Alright, now it's time to add our caramel dip. It's still a bit hot, and I don't have a oven mitt, so paper towel to the rescue again. Sorry, trees. Alright, I'm just gonna let that cool and then probably lick the spoon later. Yummy. Okay, I switched to the other side of the kitchen, and that sun was just getting to be a little too much. So hopefully you can see better now. Alright, I got a little bit of schmutz on the side of the pan, again, while I was pouring. So I'm just going to clean that up. Alright, and now I'm going to spread it. And as I'm spreading it, the nuts and toffee bits are actually getting mixed in to the caramel. So, ooh, this doesn't really want to spread very well. Let's use our friend of gravity. I just had an idea. Okay, so what if we arrange some of the apple slices on top of this in a pattern? Let's do that. Okay, but first I think we need a little bit more walnuts. Well, maybe a lot more walnuts. Okay. Alright, so maybe I'll do it in sort of a flower pattern. I took a little spoonful from underneath one of the apples in the display because I still want it to look untouched when I take it downstairs to share. Alright, let's try. Alright, that was very good. I'm glad I added the spices. I just think it makes it a little extra special to share it with the other library staff now. Alright, have a great week, and we'll see you next week back in the kitchen. Bye!